an old man was sitting there. I said, your old courthouse is kind of run down. He said, nah, it'll do for our little town. I said, your flagpole's leaned a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you have hanging on it. He said, have a seat, so I sat down. Is this the first time you've been to our little town? I said, I think it is. He said, I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag. You see, you got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware and it got powder burned. The night Francis Scott Key said, watching and writing, oh say can you see. You got a bad rip down in New Orleans with Packingham and Jackson tugging at the seams. And she almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag, but she waved on through. She got cut by a sword at Chancellorsville. She got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg, and the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low before that was through. She was in Korea and Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved over our ships upon a briny foam, and now they've about quit waving her back here at home. In her own good land, she's been abused, she's been burned, dishonored, denied, and refused, and the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. She's getting threadbare and wearing thin, but she's in good shape for the shape she's in, because she's been through the fire before, and I believe she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning, take her down every night. We don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her up right. And second thought, I do like to brag, because I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag, and that's why I choose, thank you, and that's why I choose to pledge my allegiance to that flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For every human being who has set foot on the soil of the United States of America, that flag represents liberty and justice for all. But more than that, it represents the hundreds of thousands, even millions of men and women who gave their life, their limb, their liberty, their sanity to keep this the greatest nation on the face of the earth. Now I'm proud to have been born in the great state of Nebraska. I am proud to have spent most of my life right here in the land of Lincoln. But beyond all of that, so far beyond all of that, if all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, well, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, because that flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I am proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men and women who died to give that right to me, and I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, because ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Nebraska, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, from New York to LA, there is pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I am proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men and women who died to give that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to each and every one of you and defend her still today, because ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. What do you say we party hard and show them how the American Legion does it? God bless, guys, ladies.